Am I wrong?
Um,
I mean, tell me if I'm wrong.
I mean, I mean, it's an open news station. If definitely okay to not
Okay. I
hardly.
just, I just, okay. My opinion. Never mind.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, bye.
later.
I was gonna say something. Never mind.
Okay. Um, what could I offer after listening to both sides? I'll offer this. I think I think associates can definitely do a better job of respecting each other's boundaries, and also I didn't know the name calling was going on. Has me flustered a little bit, but definitely could do a better job of not attacking one's past. Thank you. Or attacking one's whatever one's been through in their life. Um, is the host responsible for outlandish things that maybe sit in the box? Um, this is only for me. Uh, I if I hear something that may be inappropriate, I try to remove the person quickly. Um, also, sometimes people aren't educated, nor do they want to be educated on what may be offensive to groups of people. So, a joke that may be good on a comedy skit may not be good for an entire group of people. David Chappelle runs into this a lot. So does your boy with the long hair but bald right here, YT guy, comedian. Um, yeah, this 7-7 merch. It is. Comedians are comedians. They get paid to make jokes. Yeah, George Carlin. George Carlin. That's his name. That is his name. George Carlin has made jokes that he has to backtrack on. So I think it was also stated that I mean I've been stated it, but it was stated in the chat today. Why are we arguing amongst ourselves? Um, yeah, just a lot to digest. A lot to digest with what I heard, things I know. Um, I can't tell either side to do better, but yeah, definitely set boundaries for yourselves and try to do better, I guess.
Let me make this clear. I said several times in the live that I held this morning that I did not want to do this here. I didn't only say it once, but I said it several times. What happened was I stepped out of this live to answer a phone call from the doctor, and when I came back into the live, Smashley said, "Is Snark here? Now's your time, girl." And then Smashley was in a box, so then I took a box. I said I wasn't going to do this here. I said I was, in fact, going to do it on my platform. There are people in the chat that were in my live that can confirm that.
They did confirm that in the chat. I perceive that there are parties from both sides that respect both individuals. And I respect both individuals. I don't have a side to pick. So ooh. It's I don't believe it's I don't know how to say it. Me, I call somebody out. Let me look through my YouTube. Do I call out somebody every day? I mean, I get brought things. Oh, okay. I was like, man, I get brought things. People come here and like that lady the other day, she called herself out. And I really believe that if you start the 12-step program, you should definitely try to reach out to your sponsor. If you're scamming and no matter how vague it is that I make it that you could come talk, you should definitely try to come talk if you're not scamming anyone. I mean, if I had got $6,000, there's no way that I would be asking anyone else for money. But that's, I mean, everybody doesn't have morals. Definitely could see that $6,000 on TickLeap. But definitely wouldn't be asking you for any money. Definitely would try to explain why I needed the money. Why I needed your money when I had $6,000 that I made from TikTok. Definitely would come over here and explain that. Pretty natural. Pretty natural thing.
Putty, can you do me a favor?
Oh, yes.
I just want to ask you a question.
Mhm.
Was Hair Junkie removed from your peace of mind because of the comments that he made about the ice raids, or was it because of who he sat with, or was it both? Because he's spinning a narrative. Sorry, oh, my girl just got a snack taken. That you voted him off only because of who he sits with. Come here, baby.
Because of what? Say that again.
He's spinning a narrative that the only reason you would vote him off the island is because who he sat with, has nothing to do with the ice raid comments. But that had part of it, correct?
I mean, not necessarily. The ice was just a cherry on top. I mean, I've been holding that on, but the people control this channel, number one. And the people watch everything. The people watch where other people go. And the people voted. The people had been wanting to hold the vote due to the oppiness of hanging out with racists and other people. The people who are here are the people that control the page and decide if you can be here or not based off the screen recordings that they have on you that get submitted that we all listen to, including someone saying that we call somebody an inappropriate name, a racist name, that may be tuning in. They voted those people off. It would have been more inclined for me not to vote anyone off, but I don't control this page.
Perfect. So let me say two things in response to that, since they're streaming over there. I love how the person that made the ice comment sitting over there comfortable when allegedly someone's son over there got ice called on them. That's weird to me. Also, too, racists love racists. That's why they all sit together. I get it. All right, cool. Queen, did you have something to say to me?
No, not you, girl. I was just saying, like, can we not have to explain a block anymore? Like,
No. So that was
no, not you, not you. I'm not addressing you. I'm addressing the person who continues to have a problem about it and continues to use it as their content on their platform and cry about it. You chose to sit with who you wanted to sit with and Kiki. Again, there's a difference between sitting and being nosy because you want to hear all sides of the story, and there's a difference between entertaining inappropriate behavior. That is why you're sitting over there now. And I think it's still fucking weird that you are sitting with people who dragged you for filth.
Yep.
It is so weird. That tells me you have no self-confidence in yourself, and you need to be accepted, whether good or bad behavior. So I think it's no longer appropriate to have to tell a grown-ass man why he is no longer welcome over here, because he can't seem to understand that this community actually embraced him over the last few weeks when he was struggling mentally, which is crazy to me. You are now sitting over there and bashing a community that sat here and let you take a box for a long periods of time in this live and let you pour your heart out. And I watched people sit in the comments dropping heart emojis, saying it's going to be okay and we got your back. And then you turned around and went and sat with people who bash us and who say disgusting racist things, homophobic things, and it doesn't make any sense. That is messy behavior. So if you want to go sit over there, then sit over there, but don't complain about it. You chose that option. But stop going live and bashing on people who treated you with the utmost respect outside of this stupid vote off of an island. You want good people? Then prove that you can be good people. Actions speak louder than words. And right now you're sitting with people who not only have disgusting words, but they have disgusting actions towards other people on this platform. And if you want to put your name and you want to stamp your name on that kind of behavior, then you deserve to sit over there. And you can sit over there and complain. Or you can change yourself.
Amen.
Yeah, preach it, clock it, all the things. Petty. I like the what you want to call it? The what do you call it? The merch. Yes.
Yeah.
Looks nice. Have a good day.
Thank you. Going back right in our news coverage today, I find it highly inappropriate that someone can go through the YouTube channel and not
Wait, sorry to interrupt, but I don't want you to end first. Can we get you to like stand up and like show us the shirt and like maybe close up the logo a little bit, just a little, like, not a 360, nothing crazy, but we can't really see the logo. Let me drop so you can have a big screen. Thank you.
one of many from the website. I decided to go with this one. We'll be showing some other stuff later, with hoodies and stuff like that, and joggers and stuff like that. Yeah, I like the color as well. It's a nice color. I like the blue as well. Yeah, the website can be found in my bio. I have to be thankful sometimes for throughout what people, yeah, got joggers as well and hoodies. Throughout what they are doing, I have to be thankful. Yeah, I can't get lost in everything that's going on. Yeah, Alabama famous. So you don't have to buy anything from the website. You can just go look at that's our website. And you can go look at our website and just look and be like, wow, I stayed here long enough to see this happen. For us, by us type deal. So you don't have to buy anything. You could just go look and be like, oh, togetherness, not being angry, not doing anything outside of the angle. And when my parole officer spoke about doing that nice thing for mayor and getting those 2 items out there, that's where it's coming from. And I would be so inclined, once it's all said and done, to let you pick out something specifically, whoever those 2 winners are, that 1 item for when that comes from mayor, and that nice quote, and make sure I get that sent to you. Just a tidbit about that. So at the news station, I have to remember not to get sidebarred by the antics of manic people who are always looking for a clip that could help them. Back to the YouTube. It would do everybody a drastic favor, for one, for all 351 videos that are located on the YouTube, to make sure you're not taking a story that someone is giving you and putting it as their word. Something that I'm still confused about is, when did we say call ICE on anyone? We listened to someone tell us that they spoke to a 12-year-old. This is what they said. And they developed a relationship with a 12-year-old. Never once did we advocate for anything. If anything, I believe that now we are just coming up with stories that fit the bill of drama. I don't even know whether to call it drama, because you're doing something malicious that's not true. And I don't know if that's the drink talking at that point. The destruction that's already being caused in the individual's life to then become more destructive to try to take other people down. Also, is something malicious going on or happen that you're trying to cover up, which I haven't poked or pried or neither pulled over a rock to try to figure out, which I don't. But for the mass majority of us, it pretty much stopped at 12 years old, because we think it's inappropriate for adults to be talking to anyone on any gaming platform. Maybe so. We think that we understand that children get on video games and play and do all types of things, but we don't agree with developing relationships with minors. That is what was said, and if it wasn't played for you, I ask you kindly to go to that YouTube from Wednesday, posted February 6th, and I absolutely ask you to skim through it until you hear the part where we advocated for calling ICE on anyone. I absolutely ask you to skim through it and look for where anyone was trying to make a family look bad. You find that part and make sure you play it. Words aren't enough. Make sure you play the part where they're advocating for calling ICE. Make sure you play that, because that should be number one. You shouldn't just have someone's word. You should be able to play the clip as well.
I would also like to say, if the hatred is so strong, close your eyes and just listen to the actual words, because the words were an adult talking to a minor child. And I love that it worked out for them, but these are the stories that I warn my children about. There are too many times where it was not a good situation that came out of this. Forget your hatred for whose live it is and listen to the actual story.
Agreed. Another thing that I'm going to touch on, and let me let you speak first before I touch on that.
All right, just to piggyback off of Broken, I think the hatred is probably almost going to outweigh the actual facts. I said last night, and I said it this morning, and I'll say it again now because I know they're listening. I do not feel sorry or feel apologetic for the way that I got heated and come up in that box and asked you why you were talking to a child. And I heard this morning with my own ears that a 17-year-old is not a child. Excuse me? My kids are grown now. I have a 21-year-old and almost a 26-year-old. When my oldest daughter was 17 or my youngest daughter was 17, if I found out that a 50-something-year-old adult was talking to them online, I wouldn't be in your box right now because I would be rocking an orange jumpsuit. My only question was, why were you talking to a child? As soon as you learned that individual you were speaking with was a minor child, you should have ended the conversation. Period. But no, you didn't. You made your story sound worse because you went on further to state that you had to push this child for information and push this child to open up to you and talk. As a parent, my red flags were going off all over the place. So the energy you got that day in this box was because of what you said. You said it. We didn't say it. Pastor Petty stayed muted most of the time until it got to the point, and I got to the same point, because I have never hit the guest button request so fast in my entire life. But I could see it on his face too. The moment when you were speaking, where it all clicked in our parental brains that something was off. Anyways, I'm going to hop down because this situation just gets me heated, and I don't want to yell and raise my voice, and I just, as a parent, I cannot, and like Broken said, I'm glad that your situation worked out for you. I'm glad that, everything worked out and everything was fine. But in most cases, it is not that. And, and I don't feel sorry for anything that I said, or any of the questions that I asked, or anything that I said to the other party that came up into the box. I don't feel sorry for that. And I won't feel sorry for that. And nobody over here called ICE.
To even think that is just ridiculous. Now, this is a little left, and I don't know why it popped in my head just now for a second. But when I heard it this morning, Petty, I automatically thought of you. I was listening to Don Lemon this morning, and he was talking about hate watchers, and he was like, that one of his mentors told him, like back in the day, you either want to be the most loved person at the broadcast center, or you want to be the most hated. He said, and his mentor always told him that you want to be the most hated. And Don Lemon was like, well, why? It seems like you would want to be the most loved. And he said, no. He said, because the loved people will always be there for you, right? So they'll come and they'll watch you at their own leisure and they'll support you. But the people that hate you will be there every single day because there's so much passion and emotion around it. So for everybody that sits on the outside and streams Petty every single day, just know that you're putting so much of your emotions into this man that really just has to do something to your psyche. I just thought it was brilliant when I heard him say that. I thought, hate watchers, I get it. because I did. I automatically thought about Petty when he said that. And just like somebody said earlier, oh my gosh, we're being streamed again today, being streamed again. And yeah, yeah. It takes so much more emotion and so much more vitriol, I guess, to put forth that emotion of hate and disdain than it is to just like have peace, love, and happiness. So I don't know. It just made me think of it. I know that was a left. Those people are vile. I'll discuss it. I know we said we wasn't going to discuss them, but for them to say that someone called ICE is absolutely absurd, and for her to say that 17-year-old is not a child is absurd, because their frontal cortex, especially in males, are not even developed until their mid-20s. So he is still a young man. Like, even today, at his age today, I would still question an adult talk. My son's 22, right? And if there was someone my age still playing a game with my son, I'd be like, what they got in common with you? What's the common link between you two? Because y'all shouldn't have nothing in common. That's just my take on it right now. Yes, he was still a young man. 17-year-old is still a child. 20-something years old is still a young man. Frontal cortex not developed. If you don't know what that is or what that means, Miss Snow Bunny, look it up.
I kind of want to chime in on the game. So I downloaded the game. I was kind of curious on what type of game this was, since I game. And I was really curious about the interactions. How do you interact with people? How do you play and all that crap? Just real quick. And honestly, I got on and it's literally like I don't know how many people in here play games, but it's a battle game. You jump in and you pew pew and you run around. So it takes a while to make friends on there, and it's crazy to me that she's, again, as people have stated, that people, she said that it took them a while for, him to open up to them. But the fact that that game is really just meant for having fun, running around and pew-pewing and all that stuff, and that's all it was. It's not an interaction game of, making, like, it takes a while to make friends on that game, which is kind of the red flag for me. I don't have the game on, I immediately uninstalled it after I realized how this game was. But that just makes it all the more creepy, because there are games out there that are purposely like interactive games for you to just be talking to people purposely. So
Okay, so Pastor Petty, I don't come up very often. I think this is my third time and twice today. I don't come up to boxes unless like my heart tells me I need to say something. And I was scrolling through and I happened to scroll into Megan's live by accident. I do not watch that woman, but RT was in there screaming at the top of her lungs. So I started listening to see what she was ranting about. And just to clear things, I got the ICE answer. I knew it wasn't you, but that's what they were saying. And then they were saying that, you said yesterday, I think they said it was yesterday, that you said that anybody that adopts kids is PD3O, and that any man that adopts kids is a P3DO, and that you said even out of the country or in the country, and it doesn't matter your skin color, whatever it was, anybody that adopts children are PD3Os. So I just wanted you to know that, because I know that that's not really who you are, and I know that you didn't say that, but I just wanted you to know that. And I know it's probably not something I should have brought up, but I just felt like I needed to let you know that, because that is what they're spewing.
I'm about to listen to my own. Just bear with me.
I'm just gonna hop down, but I really did just want you to know that. That's all.
I think I did say you should not adopt a child you do not know. I mean,
You said what? I'm sorry.
you should not adopt a
Data that leads to better
child that you do not
performance.
know.
It analyzes.
like I said, I am a gamer, and I just want to let people know there are a lot of...
Yeah, I think I did state that you should not adopt a child you do not know.
But you didn't say that anybody that does adopt is a P3DO, did you? I mean,
No,
that's so they took a version of what you said, and of course they dramatized it. You know how that happens. So I just wanted you to know that's what they're spreading, that you're saying that anybody who adopts a child is a P3DO. So, and that you are the one that called ICE. I think somebody already said that, so I got that answer. But yeah, they are spewing both of those things.
Yeah, I heard that part. Yes. Yeah.
Well, let me make it clear for them since they're streaming. In the last live that Snow Bunny was in, Petty absolutely did not make that comment. Hi, I did. I said, you should not adopt a child you don't know. And Petty was reamed about it and called all kinds of names because he stated that comment. So I stated the comment again. You should not adopt a child you don't know. That is what was stated. So let me make it clear for you, RT.
Yeah, she was going off Hensley. Like couldn't even understand what she was saying.
Well, she can come head to head with me. She can come head to head with me. She can come head to head with me.
I'm gonna hop down, and I enjoy your lives. Bye.
Later. Thanks, Hensley. I'll do a short.
Websites that let you
say. I mean, yeah, we did an adult adoption.
People like y'all, I would be scared too. This is why parents like
I was.
Gamer tags are. Can you tell us what your gamer tags are?
I don't have a gamer tag. I don't.
Can you tell her what hers is? What's your wife's?
I don't even know. I don't even play anymore.
What's your wife's gamer tag, please? Exactly.
Because we'd never done anything like this.
Because they would not willingly.
Because here's the thing. When we went to pick him up down outside of Houston, he lived in a 2-bedroom apartment with 4 other people. Mm-hmm. Okay. We went into the apartment. There ain't shit in that apartment. There ain't a table, chairs, beds, or nothing.
But he has a cell phone or something to play games with.
You know what? They figure out ways to play this stuff and buy this. I don't know.
I'm not saying that you're a slave and that all this whatever. Sorry, I didn't. And to make that point.
shut up and lower her fucking tone.
Hey,
please.
I can't. What you screaming though?
Go before husband goes real quick. I just want to say this. I see
the circumstances at hand. I feel like
it isn't a family member or a friend that I know their parents personally. But I mean, I just came up because yes, Gigi has been on a lot of the streams that we watched. I think you need to not be worried about being on the app
talks because
yes,
you can.
I just want to say, listen, I did not let my children play video games online until they were 18, and then when sounds like for the most part, most of you are.
It's because my husband's been raising them though.
February of 2020, adoptive father passed away.
And then you would think
him. And it was not, whatever.
And neither one of y'all have answered. Why are you trying to seek out children online?
I'm not.
Point blank, period, the end.
I'm not.
That's exactly what y'all did.
They had him checked.
You all said was here also. So you're only going to adopt the one adult child and leave the other kids. He was the only one that was scared of being deported, but the other kids, your stories aren't adding up.
Wife talking to a minor child.
Can you tell her what hers is?
What's your wife's?
I don't even know. I don't.
Save yourself from correction. I just want to lay this correction in there. You said you started playing the game during COVID during 2020.
So after 2020, what was
you need to drop because all the story is changing.
You're right.
Thank you, Hensley.
It was a leap of faith, and it was something that we.
What year was this?
So we started the adoption process in 2020. He was born in 2001. You're right. So that's what. Oh my God.
Overnight.
Issues I paid for the adoption to get him out of that crap. And to give him a better life to where now he's.
That's all I'm saying. Damn, at least goddamn keep the story straight. God damn, I'm going through I'm not even saying nothing. That's my YouTube. I did a correction. But damn, like y'all look weird as hell today. Y'all look weird. Y'all look weird as hell today. Y'all look weird as hell. How you gonna make this add up? Play my own fucking YouTube. That you definitely could have told anybody, like I tell anybody, hey, go to the YouTube. Go to the YouTube. Go to the YouTube. Go listen. Weird as fuck. And then not even offering the lady no support. Then not even offering, I mean, for clicks and views and drama. Like, bro, y'all could at least be telling a lady, hey, go sober up. It's weird, bro. No humanity. Hey, now, Heather.
Hey, thanks for having me. I could turn on my camera, but I've never been on a live before, so don't grab me.
You don't have to turn on. You don't have to turn on. It's all
Okay.
good.
So this is my real account, and I'm a business owner, so nobody come dragging me or doing anything crazy. I don't come in on a fake account. So I have a few things to say, but the first thing I'd like to say is I am an adoptive mother of 2 children from Guatemala. I'm very familiar with the adoption proceedings from Guatemala into the U.S. Yes, it's a little different no, I don't support hippie Harley. Sorry. It is a little different if the child was already here. But secondly, I'm also very familiar. I married a man years ago who had been here undocumented. And so we had to go through that process to get him legal. So I've been through both sides. I did not hear her entire story. I've